When we study language, there are two primary parts that we learn about when studying a foreign language. Number one is the grammar of the language, how that all works, the syntax and whatnot of the language. And then the other part is the vocabulary. At TLI, we've developed a set of flashcards. We have several sets actually now, and they've been a great aid for people learning the vocabulary of the language. What I'd like to present today is a way to use the flashcards in conjunction with one of these acrylic business card holders. So it's a happy coincidence that we designed these in business card size, because later we found this technique of learning the vocabulary with the flashcards and using this device, which is a business card holder. So if you go to your doctor, dentist, accountant, you might see one of these holding 8 different people's business cards. So we're going to use that device. It's available at all the office supply stores to learn vocabulary with the TLI cards. And so the way it works is on the first day, say Monday morning, we're going to spend a little time learning vocabulary as well as our other studies. So we just take 3 cards and we put them in the first slot here. And Kala Rinpoche, the great meditation master from Tibet who passed away in 1989, trained many people to be translators. He suggested, or he told us, that we only have to learn 3 words a day in order to become fully master of the Tibetan language, to become a translator, for instance. And so this is what we do. So we take 3 cards and then we study each of them, and the cards have the Tibetan on the front side, and then on the back side they have the spelling, and then in bold the pronunciation, and then the English, and sometimes the Sanskrit equivalent. So we study the cards, we would spell it out loud, the first card out loud, check ourselves on the back, read the definition, read the English translation, and go through the 3 cards a few times in just 1 or 2 minutes at a session. And then we do that 3, 4, 5, half a dozen times a day. Very good idea to do it once in the evening before going to sleep. And in the morning of the second day, when we wake up, we quiz ourselves on the cards. And if we know the cards, we move them down 1 slot in this card holder, and then we bring up 3 new cards. So say on Tuesday we've got 3 new cards. And so we repeat the process. We study these 3 cards on Tuesday, the 3 new cards, half a dozen times a day, once just before going to bed, first thing in the morning, as soon as we wake up. And then we review these 3, and then we quiz ourselves. And so if we know these cards, we move them down 1, and say they're 1 we're kind of shaky on, so we move it back. And then we just continue in that way. So the next day we would quiz ourselves on these sets of cards, moving them down if we know them, moving them back if we don't, and adding in 3 new cards. So we continue in that way for a week. And so as these cards are going up and down, and 2 steps forward and 1 step back is actually excellent. It's not a bad thing. It means we're making progress. So no hurry. We're just doing 3 cards a day. And if you repeat these cards a dozen or 2 times a day or more, you'll pretty well know them the next day. And when you don't, you just keep working with them. And so eventually we get a card or a few cards all the way down, and new cards are coming in all the time. And when we get down to this point and we know the cards, then we put them back in the box and we label them as known cards. And so we just keep. And so that's a very fun and easy way to learn the vocabulary. And you just take it easy, 3 cards a day, go at your own pace, and slowly you'll see the cards move through the 8 steps here, and until you know them. And then once a month you review the cards that you know that you've got in the known section back in the box. So that's all there is to it. So try that out, have fun with it, and again you can get the acrylic holder at just about any office supply store, and certainly online as well. So have fun with that, and let me know how it works for you. All right, thanks a lot.